Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 14th, and I am on this journey on YouTube to document more, record more of the businesses that I'm doing, and tell you a little bit more about me and the journey that I'm on. I've been a soap maker since 2010. Started back then, and it's been a ride. I truly enjoy making soap and have learned a lot across the years, and a lot of things that I don't do anymore, things that I want to implement. But I do want to talk about more of like my channel, and the way that I do soap is the way that I do soap. That's not to knock anyone's else procedures, things like that, but I feel like you learn at your own pace, and you learn by doing and also by figuring out what works and what doesn't work for you. Okay, in the beginning when I started to make soap, I had a couple of bars. I went out, did my first show, and I didn't like the way my booth looked. I never want to look, just because something is handmade doesn't mean it has to look handmade. And I felt like that's what my booth looked like. That's what my soaps looked like. They were all flat on top, and I just felt like it was boring. I didn't know anything about micas and natural colorants and things like that. So to me, my booth looked boring. And to me, before you buy on what the ingredients are in a product, you can't help it, but you buy on sight. So to invite people into my booth and to even want to know what's in my soap and the benefits of it, I feel like it's gotta look good. It's gotta look appealing. If you look like your booth is thrown together and you've got your stuff packaged in stuff that isn't appealing, if you go in CVS or any store, the products that stand out on the shelf, or even if it's not something that you're buying, the packaging is there. It looks professional, and that's what I strive to do when I first started with soap making. So I went back to the drawing board. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing another show. I'm not going to look like this. And took another probably 6 months before I got to how I want my soaps to look. And it's like, to this day, the way that I have certain bars have always been that way. Joy, Chloe, Oatmeal, Dead Sea Mud, which is, there's no colorants or anything to that bar. It's just a straightforward mud that's in it, and it looks like a piece of cement. And if I throw it at you, it may knock you out. But it is, I've kept the designs, some of those stable designs I've kept the same way for the last 15 years. It works. If it's not broken, leave it alone. But throughout the years, I have tried different different looks in my bars, different blends. And what I did this year is I've cut it down to where I just have 28 bars. And looking at my analytics over the last maybe 3-4 years, because I look at them year to year, but this time I took a dive to see what bars actually sell the most. And to me, my brother said to me that when you're more focused on a smaller number, you're able to be more productive. So I cut out a lot of bars to me that were just fillers, and I'm just focusing on the bars that actually sell because of either the look of the bar. To me, that's with the fragrance oils, the look of the bar. I have kept some of them, and once I'm happy with it, then I keep that bar. Like, I had 2 bars. I had a Brandon's Beach and I had a Miami Beach. Miami Beach sold much more than Brandon's Beach. Do I need 2 beach soaps? No. So Brandon Beach got chucked. And Miami Beach is a scent that is in my lotion sticks, and it's also in that soap. So I felt it was something that I can focus on to that. That's the beach bar. And so it's just, I looked at every single product that's in the catalog as far as the soaps. And then is it staying? Is it not staying? And now last year was the first year that I actually ended up with 270 bars at the end of December. Right now I have 179 bars because there has been other purchases since then. But now my task is to restock my soaps and keep a running balance of trying to keep it at 1,700 bars. That's what I have in my Excel spreadsheet, around that 1,700. So what? So soaps like that are part of my wholesale line, like Brooklyn and Lavender, Accra, Chloe, Joy, Dead Sea Mud, Ivan, those bars I will keep at 75. So my goal this year is to keep the inventory count correct to the point where if I have 75 bars of Chloe and I get to the point where I have 50. So between the 50 and 30 mark, I know that I have to make some more of Chloe. So it's just keeping the flow of the inventory at a point where you're not getting a bar that's just cured. You're getting a bar that's actually been cured for a couple of weeks. And I feel like once your bar is has been cured for a couple of weeks, it's gonna last longer. Because that's the thing that I get when I get people to the booth that's not sold yet on natural soap. They say, oh, it doesn't last. And it's either you've got someone they went to someone who sold them a bar of soap that wasn't fully cured, so it washed away. So that's the only thing I can think of that they would say wouldn't last, or either it's not, someone's recipe wasn't hard, give them a hard enough bar. I don't know, whatever it is. I want to make sure that what I sell is a quality product and it's been through the full curing time that I'm happy with. I don't sell anything that's before 6 weeks, but I also don't want to just sell to the point where I'm waiting for 25 bars to cure in order to do pre-orders, to fill pre-orders that have went out. Because what happens too is that when I feel like I lose money on pre-orders, because if I have Chloe that's on pre-order or Joy that's on pre-order, but I have other soaps that this person put in their order also, I'm not going to hold back their order until everything's fully cured. I do have some customers who will send me a note to say, yeah, you can send everything together once everything is fully cured. But I do have those customers who want their order, the part of their order that they can get now, they want it now. So that's another shipping charge when I have to send out the balance of their order. I don't want to do that this year. That I don't want to say wasted, but I spent a lot of money on the second shipping charge for having pre-orders along with other orders, that other parts of the catalog that have been purchased too. So that's one thing that I plan to cut down on this year, and that keeping up with the inventory is going to help with that, definitely. I'm also trying to build a YouTube channel. So it's been there, and I was doing videos before, but as with everything, it just gets away from me. And I know you constantly hear, you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. I'm consistent with my shorts because that is really so easy to do. But the long form video, I feel like I need to be consistent with that. So my goal is to try to do a short video, 20 minutes or less, on Mondays. And then on Wednesdays, try to put out the long form video. So I'll do content throughout the week, taping things and explaining what I'm doing throughout the week. And then with the help of my brother, try to get the editing done to do a more longer video. So that's the goal for this year. And we're gonna start that this week. Tomorrow I'll try to get this other video out that is a long form video, and it was of me doing a couple of bars last week. The other thing is that what I tried last year, I got into embroidery and transfers and things like that. So I didn't feel, because that became a very busy part of my life, doing soap videos and things like that, I didn't do. Now, I had to be making soap, but I just didn't record it. So a lot of times I would post and people like, oh, I miss your soap videos. But I feel like I've been doing soap videos making soap for 15 years. Do you still want to see these videos? But I don't know. So we'll see. So getting into embroidery, it's not something that I plan on saying tutorials for. I may show what I'm doing, but I'm not trying to teach anyone embroidery because I'm learning it on myself. I just got these machines, and it's a learning process. I mean, I still to this day will learn something about soap making. Every day is a learning experience. And so you don't become an expert overnight and then that's just it. You just move on. No. So what I've done now is, aside from Comfort Zone skincare, I have Comfort Zone merch. And so I learned to sew when I was around 16, and I went back to my sewing roots. So I'm doing a lot of that. And last year was a good learning experience sometimes I had 2 booths at shows, and I learned it's 80 degrees outside, 85 degrees outside. No one's looking at sweatshirts. So that's been, I take that as all learning experience, and I'll implement those changes this year. So I know that if it's 80 degrees, you're not looking to buy a hoodie or a crew neck. And also, too much selection for you to look through on a rack is just not the smart thing to do. So I'm cutting it down to where I may just have 2 or 3 designs and just different sizes. We'll try that this year and see how that works in the booth. But also building up my inventory on my pouches and things like that. They in the bags, the denim bags that I've upcycled and things like that. I'm just trying to increase the inventory on that because that was more profitable. Those sold more than, to say, t-shirts or sweatshirts. The sweatshirts sold as the months got cooler. So that was a learning curve. So we'll be doing that this year. So my channel is going to include soap making videos, but also the process of how I'm trying to get my restock back up. Right now, for the last 2 weeks, I have made 725 bars, and I've got another probably $725 to go to get to my inventory to where I want it. And then we can move on from there. I want to look at better quality shows. Last year I did a couple of shows that did not pan out, and they will not see me this year, because I feel like even though that I have to let my customers know where I'm going to be, as a promoter, you need to promote your show. You can't leave it up to the people also that's vendors, because we pay part of that fee for you to do promotion. So my staple shows that's with Sue Gordon, I will do some of those. Definitely my Norwalk shows, my Stanford show, which is my best show, I definitely will be doing that. But I want to incorporate some more quality shows to get out there, to get the Comfort Zone name out there, because a lot of customers that buy from the website have come from me doing shows. You know, I still do have customers who's like, oh, I'm glad you're here this year. But you know, you can go on the website and buy stuff. You don't have to wait a whole year to see me and get stuff there. But I think they just like the experience of coming to the show. So I'm here for it. But so I look forward to growing the channel and getting some more videos out there and sharing like the way that I do things, which is not to say that's how everybody does it, but it's what works for me. So look forward to showing you what behind the scenes of what's going on with Comfort Zone and Comfort Zone merch, the two sides of the business. Thank you so much for watching. And what do you have to say to this? You have to say please like and subscribe and share the video. But that is true though, because I have watched a couple of YouTubers that when I'm working, like I listen to them as they're going through their crafty thing, especially like Monica. I watch her, I watch Brenna, I watch Tova out in Canada, I watch Taylor Rose, and I just found another young lady that I'm watching, and she does lashes and she does wholesaling. But a lot of times I don't necessarily have to sit and watch a YouTube video to hear what's going on. And sometimes people will drop gems in their show, in their channel. A lot of times I started binge watching Shakira at J. Loren. She's the one who turned me on to where to get my olive oil, which is now so astronomically priced that I don't even get it from there anymore. But she was a soap maker that I found on YouTube that we became friends, and it's weird because my nephew went to school with her. It's like such a small world. But yeah, I'm here for this journey, and I'll let you know. You can hit that bell notification to let you know when I upload another video. But I'm looking forward to this journey to retirement. This is gonna be, I'll be 63 this year, and I am doing two sides of Comfort Zone and still working my 9-to-5. So it's been a lot. So thank you for watching.